Don't waste your time on all the junk of life. What am I doing? Spin your
Wow.
What would you want to be known for on Earth?
Key question. And you know, if that's one of the things this movie's gonna ask about Jamie Foxx's character, it's actually give us more insight.
You want to become the person that you were born to be? Don't waste your time on all the junk of life. What am I doing? Spin your
Wow. That's like, oh my god. Dang, that guy just really wants to get out.
That's ready to contribute something
Nice music, by the way.
to this world. I got the gig. I really need a haircut today, man. Can you fit me in? Whoa, whoa.
He's gonna fall into the youth seminar, just like we've heard. Dang. Wait, what? What just fell in?
What the?
Wait, so, okay, so Jamie Foxx's character's name is Joe, and, like, so when he gets into the youth seminar, he becomes this, like, blue, like, sort of character.
Probably
like, that's his soul.
Doing
And
this funny
there's,
cowboy dance?
I believe that's Tina Fey's character. Okay.
Great.
Now, that is a really big thing in terms of the character design. Okay, that was actually, dang, hey, that was actually quite a surprising trailer. Hey everybody, Blood Moon Bobby here. It's actually kind of what I needed just now because setting up for this trailer reaction, I've just had technical problems, for the last, like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes, and then this trailer, I mean, music is really cool. We get some good insight both in terms of, like, you know, the character designs. I know that back when, you know, during D23, news websites, you know, were showing off, you know, hey, these are the character designs, but it never clicked with me that, you know, I thought it was going to be a case where Joe's design, Jamie Foxx's character, he was gonna look the same basically. Like maybe they'll give him like a little bit of a glow to like indicate that's his soul, but I didn't think they were gonna like change his like whole character when he gets down to the place called the U Seminar. Let me actually can we stop in a frame that shows both? It's kind of a weird frame, but it's just like so it's just like okay, that's but that, you know, that I could totally understand, and you know, we may get a better look at the U Seminar in a future or trailer. Again, not that I want them to spill all the beans regarding Soul and that kind of thing and spoil stuff and make it like a trailer like something like what happened to The Fly or Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where it reveals way too many of these surprises. But I like what they did here for the first trailer, the one that, you know, everybody gets to see. You know, we get to see that, you know, even for me, that where I've been following Soul ever since the movie was announced, and you know, we were kind of vaguely told, you know, oh, it's gonna be a movie about, you know, discovering what it means to be you and this kind of stuff. So you know, now that we get to see it, it's much more clear to me, and maybe it was for like, you know, the people especially who were at D23, but seeing this, it's just like, oh, now I get it, I totally see. So okay, so yeah, that is like one legitimately big surprise. And as I said in the trailer reaction, the music is definitely really upbeat. So, you know, which totally makes sense because if you do some research on Soul, you'll know that the story is basically about Joe. He's a music teacher turned I think jazz musician. You saw in the trailer, you know, he's talking on the phone where he's like, oh my god, my big break, I need to get a haircut and get ready, and just before he falls into the youth seminar, and that's what the movie is about. And I gotta go back to that scene where that one dude is like at his desk job and he's like, what am I doing here? Here, I gotta show this again.
Junk of life? What am I doing?
I thought that was just funny. He's just like, what am I doing? And he just throws off all the computer monitors. I thought it's funny. So Yeah, so definitely shows quite a bit of the humor of Soul, and we talked about before how Soul is being directed by Pete Docter, the same guy who directed Monsters Inc., Up, and Inside Out. And the latter two films, especially, have a lot of humor and are really feelsy movies. And, it's just a good sign to me that, yeah, this guy and his team, they still got it in terms of the humor. And I'm expecting a lot of funny jokes, just like the ones that we got in the three movies he directed in the past. And when this movie was first announced, and even when it was talked about D23, I was still wondering because I was thinking Joe clearly knows what he wants to do. He wants to be a musician, and he's assuming he's been through life, so why would he have to go to a place to like discover his personality or to discover his soul? But when they're asking really big questions like so what do you want to be remembered for, I mean, some might say, oh, that's a really cheesy question to ask, but it's just like that kind of really big thing. What do you want people to remember you for your lifetime in terms of your legacy, what you do for other people? I'm guessing in the case of Joe, especially, it's going to be things like, do you want to be remembered as this really great musician? Do you want to be remembered as somebody who, since I've read that he's a music teacher, do you want to be remembered for being a really great teacher? I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be like a conflict where he's like, am I better off as a teacher or am I better off as like a musician and chasing my dream? I mean, I'd have to see more trailers to see if that's what they're gonna go. That's kind of just more of me just like thinking out loud and just thinking of the possibilities of where they can go with this movie. But being Pixar, I'm sure it is gonna be like legitimately surprising in terms of where they go with the plot. So I think it's something where like I'm thinking about, but I wouldn't place bets in terms of, oh yeah, that's what it's gonna be about. We'd have to see more trailers and definitely the movie itself to get a feel. So I'm just tossing around these possibilities. So when you go for the trailer again, the narrator is saying things like you only have a short time to live on Earth, so you should spend that time doing the things that would basically bring out the best of you. So I'm sure when as this goes on, I keep thinking that are they gonna do the thing where like Joe ends up questioning do you really want to take this chance and be a musician? That's like the one thing that I can think of. I'm sure there's other possibilities, and you could all let me know in the comments down below. What am I doing waving my fingers like that? Especially when you ask yourself these kind of questions, I'm sure that's what's gonna lead to a lot of the emotional weight again, because especially when you look at Pete Docter's past works, especially movies like Up and Inside Out, they were some really incredibly emotional movies. So I'd expect no less in this film as well, especially like I certainly know as a person who had to really fight to go in the career path I went on. I had to like ask myself a lot of tough questions. I had like I don't want to say their names in the video, but I knew people in real life that were really doubtful about where I could go and that kind of thing. So it's just like I know, like for me, it gets really personal and really tough, and I'm sure it's going to be quite an adventure as well for Joe in this movie. So really looking forward to hearing more about Soul, and hopefully I'll get to see it. I do hope going forward that I do get the opportunity to go to see more movies on like my own initiative, and maybe bring more of my friends along for the ride and that kind of thing. So definitely interested in seeing more about Soul. I definitely think this was a really great, really surprising trailer. I think even for people who have been looking into this movie for a while now, as I said, and I think other people were kind of thinking the same thing too, just in terms of with something like Inside Out. With that movie, it mostly took place in the character Riley's head. The principal characters were the emotions, and now with Soul, it seems like now this time the principal character is going along for that ride and going through all the sort of I guess you could say like fantastical adventures and going, through this really amazing world. I hope that they get to really explore a lot of the youth seminar, because I was kind of thinking with Inside Out, even though I really like that movie, I feel like they could have shown more of the world inside, Riley's mind. So I do hope they take more advantage of it in Soul when that movie comes out. But I want to hear your thoughts down below. Are you excited for Soul? Where do you think this movie could possibly go? I'd like to hear all your thoughts down below in the comments. Until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you all for watching. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this Blood Moon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and feel free to leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell to get notified when I release my latest videos. Follow me at Blood Moon Bobby on your favorite social media platforms to take part in polls, see my tech tips, and to hear about my video plans. Thanks for watching.